Okay, y'all. I'm about to dye my hair. It probably won't do it because I got a black rinse on it.
I didn't even realize you were doing it. Whoa. Your eyes?
Yo, what the fuck is this? What? My hair is literally like, oh no.
I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass.
Y'all see this shit? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I can't even. This is what I get for being bored. This is sick. Like, this is fucking sick. Can I believe I sat here? Hi. I cannot believe I sat here and fucking bleached my hair like this. Like, this is ridiculous. That's my husband. No, it's not. I have a husband that works at the deli. Oh, April told me to get a cabbage. So now I'm gonna go to April's house and have her at least try to fucking... What the fuck is this? I'm tired. Like... You know what I'm gonna probably have to get? That black man's hair dye. Yo, what the fuck am I going through right now? Like, I'm in quarantine and I'm just itching to do some shit, and I really fucked up my head. Like, look at this. Like, Come over and meet your family. What? Y'all, I cannot believe I sat there and did my hair like this. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. I should be ashamed of myself. Okay. Whew. I need to make sure it's right here because this is the heavily bleached spots. Because this little motherfucker right here was like blonde. I did not like that. Or it was even blonde. It's like a reddish copper. I am back black. Thank God. Look at the white people walking. Bitch, you should be inside. Look at you spreading the corona. Y'all, this shit is really tripping me the fuck out. Like, oh, that shit. It's just weird. Like, who would have ever thought that in 2020 we would be under quarantine, stuck in the house because there's a virus on the earth that they can't control. Who would have ever thought? Like, damn, we are really stuck inside in 2020. The times where shit, technology is on another level. Like, it's just crazy, man. So, one question that I get asked a lot is, like, what's your type of man? Like, what type of niggas do you go for? Like, and I'm gonna start out by saying, when I first started, into this community, this gay world that I'm in. Um, my type of man, the man that I wanted back then is definitely not the man that I want now. It's kind of similar, but very different. So when I was like 18, 19, 20, I used to want I used to want an older man that would take care of me like 100%. I mean, like pay all my bills, give me money, and shit like that. And I realized like that was not what the fuck I wanted. Like when I got it, it was cool at the beginning, and then towards the end, this is my first relationship. My first relationship with a dude. I've only been in one relationship, and that was my only one. So I've been single for about 6 years. Um, 5 years, 5 years, 5 years, because we broke up when I was 20. Yeah. Um, I used to want me a nigga to take care of me, bitch, spoil me, rotten, give me money. Like my first boyfriend, I was 20, he was 48. Yes, you heard me right. I was 20 and he was 48. And I I was such a bird back then. He had money, so he said. Everything that I asked for, I got. Shit, like tuition was being paid. I was getting money. This nigga would buy me. This nigga bought me a whole new wardrobe. Um, and paying car notes and shit. And it was cool at first. Um, he knew I was young, dumb, and full of cum. Um, and it was interesting how like it was set up because I remember when I first met him. I met him. You know, you have gay dating apps, and he was like, "Come over," and I was like, "Sure, fuck it." It was like 9 o'clock at night, going on 10. So I went over to his house and didn't know that that wasn't his house. He just moved to Atlanta. He was staying in his parents' basement. And y'all, the first thing this nigga told me was, "I'm a trust fund baby." Mind you, this nigga was 40 fucking 7 when he told me that. How old did I say, bitch? 40 fucking 7 when he told me that he was a trust fund baby. First time I ever met him. First time I ever met him. He was an okay looking dude. He was really tall. He had to be like 6'4", 6'5", and like 250, 60 pounds. Like he was a nice sized guy. Um, we gonna call him T. Ooh, thought I was about to burp. Um, he was 48. Um, my parents are in their they were like in their 50s, so he wasn't gonna be a guy who was gonna meet my parents. Like that was really fucking embarrassing. Like, no, I would have never. He didn't. He only met one of my friends, and he met my little sister. And damn bitch. He met my best friend. He met my little sister, and he was just a show off. Like, ugh, ugh. I think those were like I really like. I want to say if I wasn't getting what I was getting out of him, I would have never stayed as long as I did. We only lasted 6 months, and for me, bitch, that's a long ass time for me to deal with somebody's bullshit. Um, he was a cool guy at first. He was really cool at first, and then once it ended, it started just getting like really bad, and like he would just lie. Oh, and lie about the most pettiest shit. Like I asked him what he did for a living, and he said that he did something with oil. Anyway, come to find out that was a fucking lie. Um, but no, like the money that he was spending on me, I guess it came from his parents. I have no idea, but his dad was a ex-pro, NFL player, and the woman that his dad married, who I guess is his stepmom, he said that that lady was his mistress. Girl, the fucking tea was just so juicy. But you know me, I'm 20 at that time, so I really didn't give a fuck about any of that. Like, like I was dating an older man with some money. Like, who am I to argue about what the fuck he got going on? You know what I'm saying? So, I would say his personality and his shape, tall on the big side, that's my type. Like, I love a guy who's, 6 foot plus and, about almost 300 pounds. Like, I love fat dudes. Like, I love a big, tall man. Like, I want to be able to go into the big and tall section in the mall and buy my man clothes. Like, I just love a big man. Like, I really do. Um, what the fuck is this? I just found a measuring tape in my room. That's weird. Um, but no. Would I ever do that again? I don't know. Um, I feel like older guys are so stuck in their ways, and like I'm not gonna teach the older man how to fucking treat me. I'm not going to put up with an older man's bullshit because I used to go for older men. I really did. Like 40s, 50s was my thing. Like, I love older men because I feel like they're just established and, like, you don't have to put up with the stress of worrying about them financially. Like, we love a nigga with a check, okay? Um, but my trials with older men have been interesting. Um, they're just stubborn, and I'm already stubborn enough, so it's kind of like the two just don't mix. And then, they go for the younger dudes because they feel as though, like, okay, I got me a nigga who gonna sit back and shut the fuck up. Little do they know, baby, that's not me. I'm not gonna sit back and do shit. Okay? Like, I'm a very outspoken nigga. Like, very outspoken. But back to my type, because I feel like my type changed once I started working and making money, and then I realized, I don't need a man that's gonna take care of me 100%. It would be nice. Not putting that out there. I'm putting it out there. I would love for a man to take care of me 100%. But I do feel as though when a man takes care of you 100%, that man has control over you. If you don't have your own money, baby, that nigga is going to control you and that nigga is going to manipulate you and you are fucked. You are fucked. If you're not being smart about it. Cause that man did have control over me. Like, he would say things and shit, I would just do it. But when a bitch started working corporate America and started cutting a real check, bitch, you gonna tell who to do what? Not me. Like, no. I personally cannot do it. I can look at my nails. I can't do it. So then I started dating guys closer to my age. Um, Guys my age, I'm 24. I do not mind dating guys my age because I realize now in these years, like younger niggas are coming through with the checks. Like younger niggas are making money, they're working, they got good jobs. Some of them do, some of them do not. Um, and I don't mind dating somebody my age, especially a guy who doesn't make us. So back to what I was saying. Um, I do. So I went through a phase where I was just dating older men, and I just realized that that just wasn't the path that I wanted to take anymore because, you know, I do feel as though like when you're dating somebody that's older, you have to consider the fact that like yeah, you know, like they're older. Like what if one day I want to have kids? What if one day, you know, I want to be settled down? You dating an older nigga, you 30 and he's in his late 40s, and it's like that nigga probably don't want no kids. Who wants to raise kids at 50 plus years old? A lot of people do, but you know, a lot of people don't. So then I got to the point where I was like, maybe I could be with somebody who I can grow with and we, you know, be good and all that stuff. So started dating guys my age. I'm actually glad I don't get a haircut because I get to let this grow in a little bit more. This is thinning out. But then I started dating guys my age, and yeah. It's interesting how that works out because, you know, I'm 24, so, you know, when you date somebody my age, every 24-year-old really ain't making no money, and I make good money. I make decent money. So it's like, it's kind of hard for me to date somebody who does not make what I make or more. Because I like to do things. I like to go out to eat. I like to go out to nice restaurants sometimes and, you know, do a $200, $300 tab sometimes. You know, everybody's not able to do stuff like that. So, oh, I'm using this, by the way. This is eucalyptus in it. Can you see that? Yes, bitch. Everybody's not able to do something like that. So I, you know, dealt with some man who was broke as fuck. But I felt like, you know, if he was 22, 24, 25, like, I was cool. Like, I don't have to date somebody that makes $100,000 a year. Like, everybody don't make that. So, I dated all type of men. I dated broke, wealthy, average, working, scamming, drug dealing. I've dated all type of men. But one type of man I can never go for is a man who doesn't have any goals or any ambition. That's one thing. You gotta go. You gotta go. Like, how can I date you and you don't have no ambition? How can I date you and you have no goals, no drive? Like, I remember I was talking to this one dude, he was in his mid-30s, and he had his degree and everything. He was a baggage handler at the airport, though. And he had no goals, like, he had no drive, like, or maybe I just didn't get that side of him, which is fine, but I can only judge people based on what the fuck they give me, you know? Yeah, so that was a dub quick. Like, if you have no goals and no drive and no ambition, then shit I can do for you, nothing. And there's nothing you can do for me. Cause I'm 24. Like, what I look like being an old nigga who ain't got no money. Like, I come with my own, but I'm not taking care of no older ass nigga. I'm not taking care of no nigga. Period. Like, it. We are too grown. We are past the age where it's like, if I can do it, you can do it. Like, I know it sounds bad, but I try not to sound like a gold digger, but I mean, it's like shit. Like something's gotta give. I don't care how far you are. I'd rather date an ugly nigga with some money than a fine broke ass nigga. And that's a model to live by right there. Like, let's be like, but he fine though. He fine. So I know this one dude. Fine. Yeah, he's fine. Fine. And he just was a mess. I've learned that the finest niggas be the most like, be the most headaches. Like, how, like, ain't never had a car. He just turned 30, I think. Just these niggas be a mess. Like, that's why like, sometimes I'd rather just be alone. Like, who wants to be stressed out over a nigga when you can just be by yourself? I'd rather be stressed out by myself than be stressed with somebody else. It's just, it's not good. Like, that's why it's like, kind of why I'm single to this day, because like I haven't met anybody who I have been like, shit, you know, I might want to see where this goes. You don't have what I want, but you know, maybe we could make something out of this. I ain't never met nobody like that before. Nobody who has ever made me want to like buckle down and try to accept the flaws that they have. Like, these niggas really just don't be shit. And I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by far. But it's like, damn. Like, give me something. Give me something that makes me want to, okay, he ain't got it, but he cool as fuck. And I want to see where this goes. Like, if you ain't got no goals, you ain't shit. That don't work. Like, no. Like, it would be different if, you know, you was fucking with somebody and they weren't able to do the things that you liked, but they were still a good person. So it was okay, well, you know what? I don't mind paying for this outing. I don't mind paying for dinner. One thing about me is I don't ever mind paying, but I'm not paying for somebody who I feel like if they had it, would pay for me. Like, no, I feel as though if I'm paying for somebody, I feel like they would do the same for me. Like, relationships aren't about tit for tat, but they're tit for tat. Like, you give to me, I give to you. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Like let's do this. Like, what are we doing? Like, but, oh, this is bad. Okay. But yeah, like, my type is all over the place. I like rugged, sometimes clean cut. I like simple. Then sometimes I like a little dash of a nigga that shows off a little bit. I don't know. Like, I feel like when I meet my perfect man, I will know. I'm gonna be like, damn, like that's my nigga. Like, that's my nigga. That's my nigga. Like, I'm really gonna be like, you know what? Bitch, I did that. Like, hey, bro, that's you? I'm gonna be like, yes. No, but relationships are weird. Like, you know what really scares me about a relationship is spending time with somebody and you're together for like years. I mean, like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and then that shit just ends. Like, you really wasted time that you're never going to get back. That shit's scary. And then it's like, imagine being with somebody and you don't know if they really like you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you know, but then it's like, you don't really know if that person loves you. You don't, like, I can tell you I love you. And like, you know, I always tell people when it comes to relationship, here, you know what, my single ass is always giving out relationship advice. And you know what? I can't keep a man. But I've always told couples and I've always viewed older couples and I'm like, damn, like, you have to get to know your spouse. You have to get to know your boyfriend. You have to get to know your girlfriend if you guys are going to be on that deeper intellectual level. Because it's like, imagine being with somebody, y'all have had kids, and like, you two are only together because of your kids. Like, I know a lot of older couples like that, and a lot of white people are like that too. Um, like, a lot of white people feel as though, like, and black people, they like this too, you know, like, when they have kids, that romantic aspect goes out the window. You guys need to have date nights. You guys need to have nights where you like, fuck the kids, let's do something for me and you. Like, sometimes you gotta say fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want it to be where, you know, your kids have all moved out and they have their own lives and you're sitting there miserable with somebody who you thought you knew and who you thought you had a deep romantic relationship with, and then you guys don't have nothing. Like, that's another thing that I'm scared of, because it's like, people will literally let their kids get in the way of their romantic relationship with their spouse. When the kids are gone, what are you gonna do? What are y'all gonna talk about? Do you even know this bitch that's sitting on the couch? Do you know this nigga that's in the kitchen about to cook him a grilled cheese sandwich? A grilled cheese sandwich. Like, you don't know this nigga. You don't know that bitch. Like, you have to grow. You have to grow into one when you're with somebody. And it's like, that's why I've never been hooked up on getting married, because I feel like I would love to have a husband one day. I would love to have kids. But it's kind of like, if that's what I'm, well, that's bleach on the mirror. How fucking funny is that? If I'm destined to meet somebody, that's cool. Like, I definitely will not force a relationship, but it's like, I'm okay with being single too, but it's like, damn, bitch, I'm lonely. Like, but then it's like, I see these couples and, you know, they've been together for 20, 25 years, 18 years. Oh, they got a divorce as soon as their kids got older and they moved on with their lives. I don't want that. I don't want that. Like, I'm not saying that everybody's gonna be like that, but that's something that you have to think about. Like, you know? I wish I wasn't so anti-relationship sometimes. Like, I feel like sometimes I really am, then I feel like sometimes it's like, damn, I wouldn't mind having me a little boo thing on the side. But it's like, am I gonna go through that stress to get that? Like, no. Couples be arguing, fighting and shit. I don't have the time for that. I don't have the time to argue with no nigga no more. If you was asking 21-year-old me, 22, bitch, I'd argue all day. I don't have the time or the energy for that. I'm not gonna argue with you in public. I will get my shit and I will leave. Ask about me. I literally, one thing about me, if I'm somewhere and I don't feel comfortable or I don't feel wanted, I'm gonna sit there for a good 20 minutes, and that 20 minutes is gonna feel like an hour. And then I'm gonna be like, all right, y'all, I'm gone. Like, I leave, always. Always, always. Who's gonna sit somewhere where they're not wanted? I'm about to take my clear coat off, because these nails are dusty. Who's gonna sit somewhere and not be wanted? Not me. And another thing is cheating. I be meeting so many niggas that be cheating on their boyfriends and their girlfriends and their wives. So it's like, how you really know what your nigga's doing? I definitely don't want to be cheated on. I think all men cheat. Okay. Period, poo. You can have a nigga in your bed right now. He could be texting the next bitch or the next nigga. And you have no idea. I hate to sound like a Debbie Downer. Let's talk about some positive things in relationships. You ever like had somebody who, you know, like you can always talk to your friends and get advice on things, but it's like there's nothing like having a man or having somebody who you're on that deep intellectual level and you can ask them for advice. Because like some things you don't want to tell your friends, you know? I tell my friends everything, but there are some things you just don't want to tell your nigga. Tell your friends. You know, so having that person that you can talk to on that level is really dope. I'm ready for the nail shot to be over with. To be open. Because this shit right here is ghetto. Let me go get my nail clip. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I be getting lazy as fuck when it comes to recording. I don't know why. I don't be feeling it. Like, subscribe, and comment. Give me some topics that you guys want me to talk about. Please. I have nothing but time. I have nothing but fucking time. Okay? Yeah. Hope you guys have a good day. Stay inside. Go to the club. Stay inside. We don't want to spread this virus anymore. Okay. Oh. Who this chocolate ass man walking in my neck? Oh, baby. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.